So when they pulled the plug on USAID, basically we're not going to give aid to any other country but Israel. Okay, and they left a lot of the workers stranded. They left a lot of promises on the table. They fucked a lot of farmers for food that was already paid for. Because basically the food was going to countries of colored people. Fuck them, basically. Which left some surpluses. Apparently there's 500 metric tons of foodstuffs in Dubai. Now they're high protein crackers or biscuits. It's basically not, it's food that can be kept, but food that can keep you going. It's not the best, but it's better than nothing type of thing. And that can be delivered quickly, is durable, and it helps in emergency situations. It's money, it's American made, American paid for already. So if they got rid of USAID so they don't want to help people abroad because it should be in America, the smart thing was to bring that food back to the United States, let FEMA take it, and in case of an emergency situation like a flood, an earthquake, a hurricane, where people don't have resources, you can bring that in real quick as a temporary fix. That's a lot of food. 500 metric tons approximately is 10, let's see, 1, 2, 3, is 1 million pounds of food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1 million pounds of food. 1 million pounds of food. I want to put that in perspective because everyone's saying 500 metric tons. I want to, so you can get your mind. That's 1 million pounds of food. Okay, emergency rations that could be used anywhere. All right, I'm going to take out the USAID thing, and to ship it back to the United States, it's got to be minimum. It's not going to cost that much. Put it on a C-17s and store it. I mean, some places where it can be used in the United States. That is what a smart person does with resources. But not Donald Trump. Not the Stephen Miller run presidency. Because that food was designated for people of color. They're going to fucking burn it. They're going to burn 1 million pounds of viable rations because it was destined for people of color and children of color. Some people was talking about using it for Palestinians. I'm not even talking about that. I'm taking that off the table, okay? I'm saying taking a resource you have there in where FEMA doesn't have money supposedly, and you're supposed to be a government of competency and saving money. You just take that and ship it back at minimum cost. It's not going to cost that much to ship that food. Store it. It's already storable. It's already there. And when you have an emergency like what happened in Kerrville, people can get food. You can drop that in there, and it's perfect. It makes sense to people who care about other their fellow human beings. But to the Trump regime, run by Stephen Miller, the man who's never met, who really only believes in a world that doesn't exist, where cruelty and hate is his mantra. He has decided that burn it. It doesn't make sense to me from a practical standpoint of using resources. If you have a resource, you use it. If you can reuse a resource, you use it. It's paid for already. That's a waste. It is a horrible waste. But I bet MAGA's are sitting there, yay, they're saving us money. They didn't save you money. It's spent money. They would save you money if they use it for another way to benefit Americans. If you guys are so thinking about American first, think about that. There will be an emergency. There will be something it can be used for. But now it's ash. Because you have people who have no vision and are just filled with hate and celebrate things like that. Because they think it matters as a sign of what Biden did. If we burn it, we're going to make a point. What's the point? That you're cruel assholes. That's it. What a waste.